How do you see people like Alan, people like Kennedy Japan, who is also one of the very strong candidates?
Yeah.
How do you see them performing in comparison with Dr. Bawumia?
I am thinking that Dr. Bawumia will not get less than 60% of
The votes.
the votes.
Wow, not less than.
Yeah. Because one, he has the incumbency advantage. Two, all the major stakeholders in the party support him. Three, he has 99% support from his home region. His home region is Northeast, right?
Yeah.
In the northern region, it's almost like 100% for him. Across northern Ghana, really, he has over 90%, chances of winning. In the Ashanti region, where a lot of the candidates are coming from, he still has good and strong, numbers there. If you have someone like Chamawun to me supporting you, it means that you have a solid foundation.
Even in the Ashanti region.
Even in the Ashanti region.
I don't know where Sami Oku is from, but I saw that he went to pick up his nomination.
Yes.
For him.
Yes.
So
I think it just
so in the
speaks
Akan
volumes
areas, he has a lot of support.
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah.
And one thing that's going to affect the others is the fact that almost all of them are from Akan areas, right? It's only Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia who's not coming from there. And even with that, he's still a very strong candidate in their strongholds.
So he's going to share their numbers with them.
He's going to share their numbers
and come
with
home
them
and get home support.
Come home and get home support. Then swing regions like Central Region and Bono, Ahafo region, or the three Ahafo regions now. These are the swing areas. If he's able to get at least 40% of the votes from each of these these regions, he's going to win.
Yeah. The majority of the party people are supporting Bawumia, but is it just because there is that pressure to support the incumbency or to support his legacy as the president, or is because of the competence of His Excellency the Vice President?
I think it's a combination of a lot of factors. One, to break that perception that the NPP is anti-Northerners and anti-Muslims. I think that's the biggest on the agendas for them. They would really want to break that. Because if you look at the 2020 elections, the NPP made a lot of gains in the northern constituencies.
Yeah.
And that was because of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So the party believes that if they are able to break that perception that
bring them a lot
they
of
are
gains,
anti-Northerners, they may likely sweep a lot of in their thoughts. They may likely sweep a lot of constituencies and votes in the north. Another factor obviously is the incumbency. If you want to stay relevant in NPP today, you have to be a supporter of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Otherwise, you will not get the contracts. I'm even told,
so the pressure is also
even in the northern region, this recent Hajj, activities that were happening. I'm told if you were not a supporter of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, people have made those allegations on radio, on television, and they are mostly NPP people, that if you are not a supporter of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, you cannot even get the kaya job at the airport. So that's how they have decentralized the support for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and the fact that the incumbency is working for him. So that will really play to his advantage.
But do you think there will be a last minute switch? Can there be that, like, where
or not even a last minute switch, but then people saying it but not going to do what they
That's
say.
where
That's
the last
the-
minute switch is.
That is the
But
fear.
it's not going to be last minute because everybody has their minds made up. It's just that they don't want to be
victimized. Yeah.
So they will say it, but in their heart they know what they are going to do.
And last minute they'll do it. That's where I'm coming
The
from.
vote is always at the last
they,
minute.
they,
Right.
they may not come out openly and declare their support, but when they go to the
Yes.
the polls, they will most likely vote. And a lot of people have said that is likely to happen. And I also believe that because you cannot really trust
Follow somebody to
delegates.
Because I'm thinking,
you
would
know.
Baumia
Fear
still would Dr. Baumia still hold his position as the vice president if he wins the primaries?
Yes, if he wins, it will just be a couple of months to the elections.
So he'll still hold the position.
Their primaries is going to be in, I think, November.
Yes, November.
Yes,
yes.
so November, it will be barely a year to go, and he will be a vice president.
He would still be the vice president,
the constitution
Yes.
Doesn't have any issue with that, and that's why even the president can go and contest and still be the president and be the
into
flag
the
bearer of
election,
his political party.
Makes sense.
What do you say about those who also feel or felt that, I mean, His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the leader of the economic management team, and a lot of people have the opinion that they didn't really do that well when it came to managing the economy. What do you think? Let's say you were part of his campaign team. What would have been the message?
First of all, yeah, I think I would
And
have
wouldn't
come
that
to
also
his
affect him?
lowest. We are talking about his highest now.
Yes.
His lowest is that he really hasn't lived up to the expectations
yes.
of most Ghanaians. And, people expect more from you when you talk more, right? When you make a lot of promises and you are given the opportunity, people would want you to fulfill those promises. I spoke about when he used to organize seminars, lecture series, and all those things just to shake the then government. His strongest was the economy, right? But when he came into power, I think the first 6 months, he was still talking economics. But afterwards,
We didn't hear much.
we didn't hear much from him, especially when our economy started to crumble. We didn't really hear much from him. He moved to a different sector. And that was what?
More IT.
Yeah, more IT.
Digitalization.
Than economics.
But I don't know. Okay, you finish. Make your point.
And that really has affected him, his image, whether you like it. And I know his PR outfit knows about this and are likely trying to rebrand him. He said a lot of things that, today either the opposite is happening or what he was teasing the then government.
Worst of that is happening. And today, when you switch on your radio sets or your television sets, you are most likely to hear an audio or see a video of some of the things
he said that
he was
are
going
now
to do,
either worse or his
the
government
opposite,
hasn't been able to do. And so that is his lowest. And I don't know if they still have that time to be able to convince the party's delegates. I think they still have time when it comes to the national elections. But as to whether they have enough time to be able
primaries.
to rebrand him ahead of the party's primaries is another thing.